Real quick, everyone, look at this. All these events. Dear God, why? Why is the world so evil? Why? Why? That's the events, though. So now we're able to communicate both ways with Haza. Yes, but only I can. And only with this jewel in my hand. So that jewel is like a personal communicator between you and Haza. And something like that was just sitting in God's castle. Now you got a pretty nice horse there, too. God's castle is very generous. Wataru was able to hear Ryujin Maru's voice after he picked up a jewel like that in his neighborhood. This jewel probably has similar capabilities to that one. If they're similar, then maybe Ryujin Maru knows something about it? I already asked him, but he said he didn't know much about it. But why is Dito the only one that can use it? Dito could actually hear Haza's voice from the boundary space, so this jewel probably enhanced that ability somehow. Either way, this will solve a lot of issues for Lieutenant Katsu for Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi's plan pretty quick. That's right, and I'm thinking the God's Castle could serve as our base in the boundary space. Dito, can you tell us how Haza about making that happen? Alright. Captain, I'd like to take our ship in the Oceanus over to Hakuryu Lake immediately, before the JSDF comes around to investigate God's castle. Very well, very well. Torres, relay that to the Oceanus. Yes, sir. We're probably gonna set them off once we head out, though. The JSDF likely won't attack without warning first, so we should try to finish our objective before the Japanese government comes to a decision on what to do about us. But they won't just stand by after we reach God's castle, will they? We can make them keep their distance and show that we don't want to fight if we just make a show of force to keep them at bay. But given what's to come, we want to strive for peaceful relations with this world's government. True. Right, that's what I intend for. Good luck with that. Captain, we've arrived at God's castle. Have the Japanese government made any response to our requests? No, sir. And the JSDF? All they're doing is sending out requests for our ships to stop. They've surrounded Hakurigi Lake, but don't appear as though they're going to move in. I was worried they might make it to the castle before we got here. They must be cautious of any retaliation from us. Well, even if they did get inside, I'm sure V May could have done something about it with her magic. Lieutenant Colonel Katsuragi, proceed to God's castle and survey the interior. The JSDF won't stay at bay for forever, so be quick. Roger. Huh. Good luck. In the interior. I'm surprised the inside doesn't look more like historic ruins. If we just add a few more facilities, this should suffice as a base. Did you say a base? That's right. I'd like to make this castle into something the Divine Doers can utilize. Okay, but the rightful owners of this castle are Ken and... Yeah, it's cool. I'm okay with it. What about you, Yui? Yes. I'm happy seeing you put to good use. Dang, that was fast. Dang. This is how you know that Ken shares the same voice actress as Luffy when just such a simple thing, they agree so quickly. Think her name was Mayumi Tanaka? She also voices the main protagonist of Giant Gorg, and appeared in Super Robot Wars BX for that. Thank you. In fact, I'd like you two to stay here at the castle to help with our investigation of it. Is that alright? Of course. Now, Miss Yamagi and Mr. Kanzaki, can you stay in this world and act as our liaisons? While keeping what we know about you a secret, I assume. Yes. Very well. I believe there are still some secrets hidden within this castle, so I'll transfer the data necessary for you to decipher the ancient text. Much appreciated. Seiko, take good care of my granddad, alright? Yes, of course. You take care of yourselves now. Huh. Back at the bridge. So we have the essentials, but we need to move food, water, storage facilities, and medical equipment over to the castle. Also, while it can hold humanoid weapons, it lacks the facilities necessary for maintaining and supplying them. So with our original plan, we'll still want a number of spaceships docked along with God's castle, and should the worst ever happen, we can use the ships for defense or escape if need be. Understood. But will we be able to use it as a mobile fortress? That'll depend on the results of our investigation. A mobile fortress, huh? Something you want to add? No, it's just I really thought military life would be a lot more dull than this. Well, normally it is, but I'll leave it up to the intellectuals to decide what constitutes as dull or not. It's our job to protect the peace of these worlds, so they're free to debate that. I suppose so. Dito, contact Haas and ask her to transport God's castle to the boundary space now. Alright. This reminds me, I'm kind of annoyed I didn't get Haas's support thing. Kind of very annoyed. So this is the boundary space. I didn't think Miss Haza lived in a place like this. It's like space, but it's not. It has air too. It's kind of like the moon in our world. How does Miss Haza eat, I wonder? There's no fields for crops or stores around. If she's hungry, then I'll give her some carrots. Haza isn't human. She doesn't need to eat. I didn't really want to go with Wataru's gang, but now I've got a heck of a lot to report. Oh boy. We're back to the bridge. Greetings, everyone. It has been quite some time. Dita has filled me in on everything regarding your current situation. Then you are right with establishing God's castle as a base for us here in the boundary space? Yes. With the Divine Doer stationed here, I'll be able to open gates leading to parallel worlds, where I predicted a calamity about to unfold and allow for travel there. This will allow for us to respond much faster in times of crisis, although it would prove more beneficial if there is a way for those within God's castle to communicate with other worlds. It may be possible if we were to analyze the jewel Dito has. Do you know anything about it? I'm afraid not. Then how did the Fabulous communicate with you while you were inside of a subspace? I'm sorry, but that data appears to be lost. Unfortunate. I have a question for you. What is it? Do you know anything about the hostile being that suddenly appeared and attacked Didarion in our world? I did not recognize it from the data you provided me. However, I suspect it is a kind of unnatural beast or monsters that the Neptilians use to attack the Fabulous. Fabulous. Then why don't the Neptilians just send in more of these when they don't need them? When they need them? I do not know. In the past, the Neptilians deployed beasts and monsters such as that into battle quite often. So we could be looking at a lot more of these in the future. At any rate, I have something I would like to inform you of all of. Recently, I have managed to restore a portion of my functions, though it's caused me to enter slumber a number of times unintentionally. This has resulted in an increase in accuracy in regards to gate travel, and decreased the amount of power required to utilize them. So it's easier to open gates now? That is correct, although they still cannot be opened in quick succession. Even still, that's good to hear. Now, as for our next course of action, I'm planning to leave the personnel necessary to continue investigating God's Castle. Yeah, God's Castle here, while taking our ship in the Oceanus to Hero's world. I'm assuming that's because we still haven't been to their world, right? Yes. Hero's group wants to return to their own world for obvious reasons. While it would do us well to become acquainted with their supporters and form a cooperative relationship. That might get a little complicated when it comes to Akito. Haza, are you able to open the gate to their world? I believe so. Please let me know when you are ready, once you have made the preparations. Now we're at the briefing room. Now that's what I'd like to hear. I was starting to think we'd never go back. You two must be happy. Yes. Well, you could stand to look a little happier. You might even get to see Relina again, eh? Not necessary. Oh, for crying out loud. And then we got Mr. Grumpy over here with the same face as ever. Duo, we'd like you to get us in contact with the organization you're affiliated with. The Preventers. Sure, no problem. And Akito, I had something to take care of once we're back in my world. Oh. Didn't exactly sound happy when you mentioned that. Is it just me, or did he seem more intense than usual just then? Maybe when we go to Duo's world, we can figure out what's going on with Akito. Huh, we ain't never figured that out. Episode 40, Rude Reception. Actually, when you think about it, this is the second time the Endless Waltz and Prince of Darkness storylines took place in the same game, because Double is the first one. So this is Hito's world. Yeah, doesn't exactly feel like we're back when we're just in the middle of space, though. Duo, can you try contacting the Preventers? I'll give it a shot. High energy heat sources approaching. 9 o'clock. 30 degrees below. Oh, well, rain on our parade, why don't you? Hmm? Hey, it's some Batas. Yeah, we're definitely in our world. Batas. Those are mobile weapons belong to the Jovian Federation in this world, aren't they? That's right. But after the Lizard War, terrorists got their hands on them. They attacked without warning, but we still know who they belong to. What do you do, Captain? Having only just arrived in this world, I prefer to avoid combat as much as possible, but look, they fired on us with no questions. Yeah, yeah. They fired on us with no questions when yeah, I suck at reading. Okay, third time. Look, they fired on us with no questions asked when you got me and Hito on your side. In essence, they just picked a fight with the preventers. So you are more than welcome to show them how dumb that was. In that case, we will return fire. Launch all units. I know who sent these here. Yeah, Hokushin. Don't know where you came from. Don't know why you're here. But this isn't anywhere close to a good enough reception for the God of Death. Eliminating all targets. All he's gotta do is murder, basically. Sad part is, this once again, Akito lost his wife and everything. Oh dear God, they don't even damage him. Yeah, now he's pissed. How fast are these things? Let's see how fast these things are. No, they're only slightly faster. They're 570 versus our 550s. So of course the Black Selena can go first. Which makes sense since they're unmanned. Dang it. Ah well, they'll die soon. Come on, murder them all. Because they can't hit the Black Selena anyways. Alright, so that's done and dealt with. That's enough. Hey, where the hell are you going? We still got bogeys here. The Black Selena has exited the combat zone. That's fine. He has his own objectives to take care of, and he's already helped us plenty up to now. Still, didn't expect him to take off without so much as a goodbye. That doesn't seem like him. Or does it? Hmm. Wipe out the remaining enemies duo. You got it. Yeah, let's just kill everything. Or they might just kill themselves? Yeah, I think they're just gonna kill most of themselves. Of course they aim for the God of Death. Yeah, that's game with everybody. All enemies within the combat zone have been eliminated. Recall all units. Hito Dui. That Dui. Hito Duo. Come to the bridge as soon as you return. Acknowledged. Wonder if Akito is ever going to come back to the Divine Doers. He probably will. He's a protagonist after all. The bridge. Any response from Akito? None. We've completely lost his reading. Where the heck did he even go? Couldn't tell you for sure, but I bet it's got something to do with those Badas that attacked us. I wonder if they somehow knew we were coming and came to attack us, or if it was all just coincidence. Well, whatever it is, it smells fishy. I'm gonna give a call to the Preventer headquarters and see what's been going on while we were away. Right, please do. Heh. Hey, Lady Yun. You appearing with Hiro Yui and Dual Maxwell and so, more or less proves your story. I believe what you've told me, Captain Bright Noah. Thank you, ma'am. The Preventers report directly to the United Earth President. I'll inform the President personally about the Divine Doers and what your arms are. Or sorry, what your aims are. And, for so long as you're in our world, I'd like for you to be under the command of the Preventers. That would make it much easier for us to take action. Very well. And can I ask, do you know if any gates have appeared in this world? There are none currently that I know of. Yeah, I got a question too. Troa, Katra, and Wufei are still in this world, right? Yes, each undergoing their own specific missions. Among them, Wufei is the closest to your vicinity. What about their Gundams? They fly them to the sun or blow them up? They haven't. Our world still needs their Gundams. Right. Kinda figured there'd be a new fire for us to put out. I have something to report. The Black Ghost was part of the Divine Doers. I thought so. After hearing that you and Duo were together, I expected it was a possibility. The Black Ghost is called the Black Serena, and its pilot is Akito Tenkawa. What? Say, you know the guy? He's the husband of Yurika Mitsumaru, the captain of the first Nadesico class ship that fought in the Lizard War. But both of them were said to have died in a shuttle crash. They were said to have, yes. Hang on, you knew about them? Yes, I happened to see a news article about it. And you didn't think to share that. As I say, it's like your best friend. You should know he doesn't share anything. There are things in my past that I do not want made public. I was going to speak of Akito Tenkawa's, unless he indulged it himself. But now he's run off on his own, which is why now is a good time to talk about it. He's a man that was supposed to be dead, piloting a mysterious mobile weapon and acting on his own. At least as far as the world is concerned, Akito's situation was even more complicated than I had expected. I wonder if his distant attitude was a result of losing his wife, or from something else. Probably. Akito once asked me if the radical faction of the Jovians had a hand in the Marimea army's uprising. I see. On that note, you should know that 4 colonies involved with the Hisago plan were destroyed back to back after you'd left. Hmm? The Hisago plan? It's this big plan to make a boson jumping network within the solar system. They do it by setting up terminal colonies with tulips. And what are tulips? They're these huge ruins that an ancient Martian civilization left behind. With them, even people that can't jump can use them to transport somewhere instantly. Ugh. Think of the Hisago planet as a huge highway, and the tulips are what you use to get on and off it. Of course, right now the only route that's working is one from Earth to Mars, and apparently there are certain people that don't want to see it expanded. Is there a connection between the one behind the colony's destruction and the radical faction with the Jovians that Akito mentioned? I'd say that's very likely. The incident is currently being looked into by the United Earth Space Forces test battleship, the Nadesico B. And as of this moment, that ship is on its way to the terminal colony Amaterasu. Yo, the Nadesico B's bridge. Ruri! Ah, the best Ray clone. This is the test battleship Nadesico B, belonging to United Earth Space Forces 4th Fleet, requesting guidance from Amaterasu. Affirmative. Alrighty, now comes the hard part, maintaining our appearance. Still, I doubt the United Forces will listen to what the Space Forces have to say. Ooh, got a call from my dates. We're in the middle of a mission, Mr. Subruta. It's fine, we're still docking after all. I was under the impression that officers of the Jovian Federation were all gallant and serious, like Mr. Buffet. Yeah, well, maybe he'll learn to let himself go and chill out a little too. No, he won't. No, he will not. Buffet is a warrior through and through. Watch your mouth. Oh, sorry. Just trying to lighten the mood. On that note, care to explain your appearance? You already look like a respected member of the Jovian Federation. Hmm? Ah. Sorry, that was funny. Come on, you had to disguise yourself as a surfer to hide your identity. You look a lot like I do. I couldn't even begin to imagine Mr. Wu Fei posing as a ladies' man. Ah, we just got a transmission from Monterey's chief of security. Sheesh, we were gonna say hello later, but I guess he just couldn't wait. Harry, put him through, please. Ma'am. Who the hell are you? Rui Hoshino of the United Earth Space Fleet. Lieutenant Saburada Takasugi, also of the UESF. I don't care about that. What I want to know is why you're here. I am not aware of any problems that should arise from the UESF entering a colony within the UE's possession. This is the core of the Hisago plan. Did you get permission from the Development Corporation to even be here? Wouldn't be here if we didn't. What? Never mind that. That's just his foreign dialect talking. Don't mind him. In the previous Shirahime incident, an abnormal increase of boson jumps were detected. If there are any problems with the management of the jump system, the adjacent navigation routes and colonies will be affected. The emergency inspection clause of the colony administration law can be applied to such situations, so please understand. In fact, just think of this as a gas leak inspection. There's nothing wrong with the Hisago plan. Oh, that didn't sound good. Wow, the dude just screamed what he wanted to say and hung up. It seems we don't have to go introduce ourselves, right? As you can see, he's the obstinate type. He's not going to budge. Sounds familiar. What's with that look? Oh no, it's nothing. Anyways, they don't intend to welcome us here, to the surprise of no one. The United Earth Peacekeeping Force is a separate organization from the UE, formed after war. Formed after the war. There's a lot of hostility revolving around them, and about just as many backing enterprises too. It looks like they want to deal with terrorist incidents on their own. Same goes to the Black Ghost. Hmm. If the ghost shows itself, then I'll be the one to confront it. You shouldn't go out with your Gundam. It'll be hard to explain what that thing's doing with us. I was dispatched here precisely so I could fight. Hey, I thought you guys were supposed to prevent fires, not start them. Now, Harry, go ahead. Are you sure you want us to hack into them? I mean, I know they're being uncooperative, but no other choice. Both the investigation committee and the United Forces look like they're hiding something. If you're detected, the preventers will take care of it. That's what I'm here for. So you guys will take the blame for it? Aren't you worried that can come back on you hard? My Gundam supported the Mario army in the past. With it, you can spin whatever story you see fit. Damn, he's ready to go that far just to help us along? I'm gonna have trouble thinking of him as an outsider after this. I'll buy you some time, so please hurry. Understood, Captain. Back at Amterasu's official office. Damn those irritating space forces, using the rules as a shield. Rules exist, punk. If they're using the colony administration law in their favor, then the Development Corporation has no choice but to nod their head. Well, I suppose the Space Forces feel the need to save face after the recent events. They don't even have any face to save. What's that little brat doing here? It's just a space fleet making a point. We can just think of her as a child on an errand. Ouch. Then we may as well have her looked apart. Give her a public tour of the place. Back at the bridge. Ah, here we go. There are entire blocks that aren't listed on the official blueprints. Guess this is why we have all those raids. This is why all those raids have been going on. All right, let's see what we got here. What is this list? Human experiments in boson jumping, and every one of them is unsanctioned. Hey, these guys are all deceased. That's the result of these inhumane experiments. Ah, did we blow it? Mode release. Amoikani, data block. Intrusion program. Go to bypass. What the? The monitor looks strange. What is this? Hmm. What's going on? An unidentified black mobile weapon is rapidly approaching Amaterasu. It's that rumored terrorist. We'll just show him how frightening the United Forces are. Hey, what's going on with our monitors? What's that text about? Otika? What the hell is Otika? Oh boy. This will require a change of plans. With him on his way, I'll have to leave immediately. Well, Admiral, this is goodbye. Chapter 41, Your Memories. So it looks like in the game, this is the spot where the Nadesico movie events start taking place. Were you caught, Harry? It wasn't me. Amaterasu's computers are fighting amongst themselves. Fighting? Yes, exactly. Amaterasu has an unofficial system inside it. And that's like it's screaming to the whole world that it exists. It's almost like it's laughing at us. Oh, Tika. Oh, Tika. Akito. It's him. He's shown up. My prediction proved correct. The enemies come. Was that a code? Or a coincidence? But they both. Hmm. You don't just get to do whatever you want in my neck of the woods, Black Ghost. I'm granting authorization to attack around the colony. Right on. But Admiral, the colony would be. It's easier to swat a fly when it's still. I allow a few sacrifices to be made. Idiot. I'm going out too. Nadesico B will be rescuing the civilians its highest priority. Harry, hack into Amaterasu once more. What? Again? Yes. The password is Akito. Hmm? Don't tell me you want us to ignore the Black Ghost. Please wait for a moment. Don't you want to see what the enemy's true purpose is? Hmm. Oh, that punk. Who says he gets to be that fast? He's persistent. It's been a while, Ryoko. Ruri, we can talk later. I have a request to make. Please do not interfere with the Black Ghost for the time being, until we determine what its objective is. What? You mean just let him go? Yes. We're going to hack into Amaterasu and disable the traps inside the gate. Traps? Wait, don't go hacking into my home? The enemy is doing the same, and this is an emergency. Oh, but you are welcome to blame Harry for the actual hacking. Dang, she threw him under the bus. C Captain, don't pin this on me. Please, Ryoko, I'm asking you. I wouldn't do this for anyone else, just so you know. You better explain all this later. Why did the gate open? Did the terrorists make it inside? It looks like we've been hacked. And what the hell is Gate 13? I never knew even had that. What's going on? It means the charade is over, Admiral. L Lieutenant Shinjo? Remain calm. I'm having you restrained. What's the meaning of this? Who are you really? The enemy of the Earth, the enemy of the Jovians, the enemy of all corruption in the galaxy. We are the Martian successors! Oh, that's one way to introduce yourself. Then that's one way. So this is the heart of it all. Hold it right there. Hmm. I'm just doing this for a friend. There's a girl that wants to talk to you. Hello, I'm Lieutenant Commander Rudy Hoshino of the UESF. I apologize for being so forward, but as you have blocked out all communication, I had to resort to asking my comrades to act as a relay. Hmm. Can you please tell me who you are? Are you? Lapis. Analyze the password. Open the bulkhead. Do you have any intention of speaking with me? There's no time. Watch if you like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is that? What the hell is this? Miss Ryoko. What is this doing here? Calm down, Ryoko. Ugh. Its shape may have changed, but it's the ruins. The ruins on Mars that Earth and Jupiter were fighting over for the past year. The black box of boson jumping technology. This is what was at the core of the Hisago plan. That's right. Ruri, our friends are turning over in their grave right now. What is this doing here? What's going on? Uh-oh. In the office of Amaterasu, the Martian successors are now in control of the Hisago plan. Bastards. I regret that we have had to do so ahead of schedule. We will not self-destruct Amaterasu. All friends, foes, and civilians are to exit this sector of space immediately. Uh-oh. Finally, I get my boy, the Wu Fei finally appears. We've lost contact with the inside. They appear to have been attacked by someone. Ryoko and the Black Ghost should be escaping now. Now that we've seen who's behind all this, we have plenty of justification. I'm launching. Please do. Tuh, they had to get in the way. Who even are these guys? Hmm? Ryoko, to your right. What? Ah! Damn, there's more of them. Are you alright, Ryoko? It, it's not looking too good. Hmm. This doesn't concern you. Leave now. Hang on. You just called me Ryoko earlier. If you remain where you are, you'll only be a target. Please move to the nadesico at once. We will dispatch our ace immediately. Uh, alright. We will we will entertain you for a time. They're not gonna let me back inside. The Gundam belongs to the Martian successors call themselves the enemy to all corruption in the galaxy, but resort to whatever means they deem to achieve their goals. I do not accept that justice. No, yeah, Wu Fei and his style of justice. Oops. Let's use a spirit command first. Let's aim for wherever Wu Fei is closest to. Actually, what can Wu Fei? What's Wu Fei's attack? Ooh, Wu Fei has a 3 attack range. Love Wu Fei, yes. The downside is, of course, they're all going to be attacking the Black Selena or Black Serena. Hold up, let's check out our boy. Ah, look at how beautiful the Ultron is. The goal is only to defeat 2, though, so... I think I also got his SSR once for one of my random gotcha spree videos. Huh. I had to hurry back to the ruin. Twixt the single dust and dawn, the starry spiral stretching like a snake. Having reached the heavens above, Amatsukumi beckons. Hmm? Wishing to die in front of your woman, are you? Ugh. Fool who cannot cast aside his love for a woman who will never return. Gaze upon her. Oh boy, this ain't gonna end well. Fan service. Hmm? Th that's Miss Eureka. Yep, her adoptive mom. She's alive. She's still alive. He's taken her. Akito. You're Akito, right? That's why I knew I was Ryoko. We will retrieve Eureka. But we're outnumbered. Don't panic. It seems we have reinforcements. Wing Zero and Death Scythe Hell. Sup, Buffet? Been a while. And just what have you been all this time? Whoa there. We can have a nice long talk about all that later, okay? Excuse me, but who are you? We're the Divine Doers. We're cooperating with the Defenders and have come as backup. Understood. Visitors from afar have arrived. Let us witness their true nature for ourselves. All units commence the attack. Oh, we're gonna fucking kill you. We're gonna murder you. So as shown, he only has 2 left, no, 4 of his 6 is what they're called. Hokushin 6. All I know is he's gonna aim, wait, what are the objectives? Okay. All I know is he's gonna aim for, he'll aim for the Black Serena for sure. So all we gotta do is just wait. I'm getting her back. You're too late, Avenger, and too inexperienced. Preventers you may call yourselves, but you will not extinguish the fires we ignite. The words of a fool who would repeat the tragedies of war mean nothing to me. Alright, we can finish him. We have what we came for. He used the boson jump. Tch. Akito! It appears that man is Akito's target. Yeah, Harry, can you halt Amaterasu's explosion? It's impossible. The detonator is offline, so there's no way to gain control of it. You must hurry to evacuate the refugees. We'll have the Divine Doers assist us. Oh boy. Alright, the final stage. We'll deal with that in a bit. That must have been enough since now we got the movies going. Yeah, two movie stuff going on, all this other stuff. But we'll deal with it later. Thank you all for watching. Until the next part, goodbye.